What type of law do lawyers practice that are making in the millions? One of the biggest money earners is going to be personal injury. Anything to do with personal injury, people can do very well with that. That's why you see them advertising in buses and giant billboards. You can make a lot of money doing that. Lawyers that work in large law firms can also make in the millions if they become partners there, because those law firms can do very well. If you want to make millions of dollars as an attorney, there's kind of two ways you can do it. You can do it with others, with partners and so forth, or you can do it on your own. And you have to think about that. Now, doing it with partners means you have confidence that if you're in a law firm, that you can be one of the best people there, that the law firm will provide you what you need to make more money. You can also make a lot of money as an in-house counsel of a giant company. There's lots of ways that lawyers can make a lot of money, but you can also do it on your own. And doing it on your own means having your own business. And that means it could be being a personal injury attorney. It could be starting your own firm. It could be all sorts of things. And each of them have their own strengths and their drawbacks in terms of how to make money. If you work with partners, what that means is you're going to be dependent on them, partners, for income and livelihood. And they could take that away from you at any moment. If you do it on your own, you're going to need to make decisions on your own, and you'll be bound by those decisions. I think that it's a very good question. We'll be bound by those. And the quality of your decisions is often better in a law firm because you're around people that understand how to do things. But at the same time, being bound on your decisions could also be hurtful. One of the first people I dealt with, I was a couple years into my job and I was doing what I do. And I got a call from a partner in a large law firm in Los Angeles. And he said to me, I want to get a job in the next week because I'm quitting my job. I said, why is that? And he told me that he had gone out and gotten this huge verdict of $200 million for his case. And the firm received 40% of that, so $80 million of it or something. In return, they gave him a $250,000 bonus, which sounds like a lot of money. But he had done all the work himself. He hadn't had any associates with him or anything. And he looked at that and said, I've just made this huge amount of money for my firm. And they took the money and they opened up some offices internationally and around the country and basically screwed him out of all the money. And he was very upset. And so he's looking for another job. He'd worked for years on this case and along with other cases and had always made the firm money. That's an example of being dependent on others for your livelihood. If he had done that on his own, he would have been able to retire. And there was no reason, because of the type of case it was, that he even needed the firm. So you can also do things on your own. The problem is when you're doing things on your own, you have to learn how to pay people. You have to learn how to manage people. You have to learn how to bring in clients. You have to learn how to do payroll. You'll have people coming at you, trying to take things from you. And you have all these issues that you'll need to take care of on your own. And that's the problem of working on your own, is that you don't always know where you're at. Very difficult. So lots of people that don't have business ability, they may not be able to bring clients. They may not be able to handle the business. They may not be able to say no. They may get taken advantage of. I know lots of people that have started their own firms on their own and done very well. And I know lots of people that have failed. But if you want to make a lot, the best thing you can do is really, in many cases, to do it on your own. But that's very difficult. It's also very difficult doing it with others. So that's also a very good way if you feel like you could do so in a large firm or with partners. But partners fight all the time. Everything's difficult. You have to figure out really what's best for you. What type of environment is best for you? What type of option of doing things on your own is best for you? I know lots of people, I know partners from big firms. I know one story that's actually very sad. A guy who was doing very well. He'd been at a firm and made partner faster than anybody in the whole history of the firm, was making millions of dollars as a partner, and probably not millions, over $1 million as a partner, and then decided he wanted to start his own firm. And he went and did that and tried for a year and failed. The failure of it was so traumatic for him that he was very upset, and he just had a heart attack very young, like in his early 40s, and died. The point of this is that it can be very difficult to do things on your own. The same type of people that can do things very effectively in a law firm are not always the same, and get along well with others and be liked and given work and taken care of and how decisions help made for them, are not always the same sort of people that can do things on their own.